illustrating events and union and intersection of events. We're now in probability, so let's first define what is probability. So probability is the branch of mathematics that studies the possible outcomes of given events together with the outcomes, relative likelihoods, and distributions. In common usage, the word probability is used to mean the chance that a particular event can happen. So probability is all about chances. Chances in which a particular event can happen. Okay? Actually, probability was formulated during a gamblers' dispute in 1654. This gamblers' dispute led to the creation of a mathematical theory of probability by the two famous French mathematicians Blaise Pascal and Pierre de Fermat. So, habang nagsusugal sila, nag-away sila. Yung dalawang mathematician nag-away. Yon, doon pinanganak si probability. Okay? Now, key terms to remember in dealing with probability. So, we have experiments. So, in science, when we say experiments, we combine A and B, and then there's something that is happening within A and B. So, in probability, that is different. Okay? So, in probability, experiments means these are the activities which could be repeated over and over again and which have well-defined results. The next, examples of events are rolling a die or dice. We have tossing a coin and randomly choosing a marble or ball from a box and more. Okay? Now, next, outcomes. When we say outcomes, this is the result of an experiment. Say, for example, you toss a coin. In tossing a coin, we have two outcomes. Okay? What are these? When you toss a coin, either it will appear a head or it will appear a tail. Okay? Next, sample space. When we say sample space, this is the set of all outcomes in an experiment. This is the set of all outcomes in an experiment. So let's have an example. Say, again, consider tossing a coin. So what are the outcomes of tossing a coin? It's either a head or a tail. But when we say sample space, ano lahat yung outcomes na yon? So, the sample space of the experiment in tossing a coin, we have the notation. The sample space is head and tail. Okay? H stands for heads. This is for the heads and T is for the tails. Okay? Now next, how about event? When we say event, it is a subset of the sample space. Subset of the sample space. Okay? Example, say consider tossing a coin again. This is one of the events in which heads will be show. Or should I say, head will show. Okay? Ano pa yung isang event natin? Say, event of showing a tail or showing tails. Here, mag-English, no? So, showing tails. Okay. Next. Event sometimes called happening. Next. Now, let's practice. Say, the experiment is we will be rolling a die. Okay? In rolling a die, the sample space or the number of outcomes are the following. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 because a die consists of 6 faces with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Correct? So, we have 6 outcomes. Next, for the sample space, we have we have all the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For the event, say, this event is what? Say, when you roll a die, an odd number will appear. So, that is an event. Now, what are the odd numbers in rolling a die? We have 1, 3, and 5. Okay? Other event, what if naman even number naman na mag-show? So, 2, 4, 6. Ang tawag natin sa mga yan ay event. Okay? Getting an even number, getting an odd number, ganon. Okay? Now, we have different types of events. The first one is simple events. What is a simple event? Say, these are events where one experiment happens at a time and it will be having a single outcome. Meron lang daw siyang single outcome. That's why it is called simple event. Okay? We will discuss the other type later. So, for example, when you, again, consider tossing a coin. Say, getting a head is a single outcome. Getting a tail is also a single outcome. Therefore, this kind of events are called simple events. Okay? Now, next. Now, what is the probability of simple events? Sabi niya, the probability of simple events is denoted by the probability of the event can occur where E is the event. Okay? So, yung event natin, ito yung occurrence natin. Ano ba yung happening natin? Say, let's proceed. Sabi niya, the probability will lie only between 0 and 1. So, ang sagot mo lagi dito, actually, when dealing with probability, ang laging sagot dyan must lie between 0 and 1. So, in dealing with probability, pag nakakuha ka ng sagot na negative, ibig sabihin, mali yung solusyon mo. Okay? Ngayon, kapag ang sagot nun mo naman ay lumampas sa 1, say 1.1, 1.2, mga ganyan, automatically your answer is wrong because the probability of a given experiment will only lie between 0 and 1. Okay? And with that, let me explain the probability of event further.
Probability line. It's a number line that goes from 0 to 1. A probability of 0 means that an event cannot happen. It's impossible. And a probability of 1 means that an event is definitely going to happen. It's certain. That's why the probability line only goes from 0 to 1. An event can't be less likely than impossible, and it can't be more likely than certain. A probability of 1/2, like with our coin toss, means that an event is just as likely to happen as it is to not happen. A probability less than 1/2 means that an event is unlikely, and a probability greater than 1/2 means that an event is likely. Oh, and in addition to fractions, it's also common to write probabilities as decimals or percentages, since you can easily convert between those three. A probability of 0 is the same as a 0% chance of something happening. A probability of 1/2 is the same as a 50% chance of something happening. And a probability of 1 is the same as a 100% chance of something happening.
So, what does the probability line
Probability line.
implying?
It's a number.
So, ano bang gustong iparating ng probability line? Parang ganito, okay? So, if ikaw may gusto kang, say, alimbawa ako, may crush ako. Okay? So, ang probability lang na choices ko is between 0 and 1. 0 kapag imposibleng sagutin niya ako. And 1 naman, yung talagang sasagutin niya ako. Okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin nun. Now, next. Say, kung niligawan mo siya at nakilala mo siya, nagbago yung decision mo, naging 1/2 ka na lang. So, ibig sabihin, you're deciding kung itutuloy mo ba, naliligawan siya, that is greater than 1/2, that is likely to happen, or stop ka na, ibig sabihin, that is unlikely to happen. So, less than 1/2 ka na. So, ganun yung probability line. Okay? Now, again, in dealing with probability, pag ang sagot mo negative, that is less than 0, mali na yung sagot mo. Okay? Pag naman ang sagot mo is greater than 1, mali na din ang sagot mo. Yun lang tatandaan nyo. Because every probability lies between 0 and 1. Okay? Next, probability of simple events. Sabi niya, the probability of simple events is equal to the number of ways the event can occur over the number of possible outcomes. Or, in notation, we have the probability of the event is equal to the number of ways the event can occur over the number of possible outcomes. Stands for the event that can occur, and S stands for the sample space. Okay? Now, let's have an example. Say a committee has 8 female and 12 male members. What is the probability of choosing a female as the president of this committee? Again, a committee has 8 female and 12 male members. What is the probability of choosing a female as the president of this committee? Say, we're asking for a female, correct? So we're getting the probability of choosing a female. So female ang focus natin for the event. Yun ang event natin, pumili ng babae as president. Now next, ilan ba ang total outcomes natin dyan sa pagpili? Meron tayong 8 babae, so 8 female and 12 male. So 8 plus 12, that is equal to 20. So the total number of outcomes is 20. Now, applying the given formula, the total outcomes, sabi niya. So applying the given formula, we have, just simply substitute the number of events, the number of ways the events can occur is 8. And the total sample is 20. So that is 8 over 20. Now remember, this is a fraction, correct? Remember, grade 10 na kayo, madami pang nagtatanong sa akin nito. When dealing with fractions, automatically, the final answer must be in simplified form. Tandaan nyo yun. Because we're dealing with fractions automatically, the final answer must be in simplified form. Now, you have to simplify 8 and 20. Or should I say 8 over 20? How do we simplify 8 over 20? You have to think of a number that is both divisible by 8 and 20. And what is that number? We have 4, correct? So 8 over 20 divided by 4 over 4. 8 divided by 4, that is 2. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. So instead of writing down 8 over 20, the final answer must be 2 over 5. Okay? Again, when dealing with fractions, automatically, the final answer must be in simplified form. Okay? So, we have 2 over 5. Anong tawag natin kay 2 over 5? Ang tawag dyan ay equivalent fraction ni 8 over 20. Or, si 2 over 5 ay ang simplest form ni 8 over 20. Okay? So, that's how we use the given formula for simple events. Now, next, the probability of choosing a female as a president of the committee is 2 over 5. Okay? So, kapag dinivide mo yan, 2 divided by 5, ilan ba yan? Two divided by 5, that is approximately, or actually equal, it's approximately equal to 0.4. Okay? So, 0.4, mas mataas ba siya sa 1 o mas mababa siya sa 0? Hindi, tama. Nasa gitna siya ni 0 at saka ni 1. So, bandang dito siya. Kung dito, 0.5, tama, 0.5. Bandang dito siya. So, unlikely to happen ito. Unlikely to happen. Okay? Kasi mas madami nga naman ng lalaki. So, unlikely na ang maging president ay babae. So, yun na ibig sabihin nun. Next. Say a bag has 3 green, 2 red, 5 purple, 10 white, and black marbles. And 5 black marbles. Again, a bag has 3 green, 2 red, 5 purple, 10 white, and 5 black marbles. What is the probability of choosing a black marble? So, ang event natin ay black marble. Okay? So, how did you get your answer? Ang event na occurrence din ay black marble. So, ang emphasis mo ay black. Okay? So, ilan ba ang black mo? So, ito yung occurrence ng event mo. This is your event. Okay? So, we have given natin and okay. We have 5. And then next, ilan ba lahat? Okay, so ilan lahat yon? Okay, let me correct myself here. N of S pala ito. Total number of outcomes. So, ilan lahat ang total number of outcomes natin? Ang gawin natin, i-plus mo lang to. 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. So, ilan lahat yon? 5, 10, 15, 25. Okay? So, ang total outcomes natin ay 25. Ang tanong, ano ang probability na ang mapipili mo ay black marble? So, using the formula, that is equal to 5. The probability of getting black marble is equal to 5 over 25. Now, you have to simplify this. Simplify by dividing both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So, the probability of choosing a black marble is 1/5. Okay? 1 over 5. Next. Probability of choosing not a red marble. Not a red marble. So, hindi daw. Take note of the word not. Hindi red marble. So, isa ito tatanggalin mo. Okay? So, 25 yun lahat. Tama? 3 green, 2 red, 5 purple, 10 white, 5 black. So, 25 lahat yung marbles na laman nung bag. Okay? Kaso ang probability kukunin natin ay hindi dapat red, not red. So, minus 2. Ito ay sa red. Ito naman yung total. Okay? 25 minus 2, that is 23. Okay? Now, what is the probability? That is simply 23 over 25. Tama? Okay. So, yun na yung sagot. Now, look at 23 and 25. Can we simplify them even more? Hindi na. Tama? So, yun na yung sagot. 23 over 25. So, the probability of choosing not a red is 23 over 25. So, ilan yon? 23 divided by 25. That is approximately 0.92. 0.92 should I say. 0.92. So, malaki ang chance mo na makapick sa pag kumuha ka ng marble sa bag, malaki. This is likely to happen eh. Likely to happen. So, ibig sabihin, malaki yung chance mo na makakuha ng hindi kulay red na marble sa bag. Okay? Malamang kasi dalawa lang naman ng red, di ba? Okay, next. What is the probability of choosing a brown marble? Brown marble naman tayo. So, meron tayong 3 green, 2 red, 5 purple, 10 white, 5 black. Kaso ang tanong, ang daw ang probability na makakakuha tayo ng brown na marble. Tanong, meron bang brown marble dito? Green, red, purple, white, black. So, meron bang green marble dyan? Wala. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, ang probability na makakakuha ka ng brown ay imposible. Imposibleng makakakuha ka ng brown marble sa isang bag na merong green, red, purple, white at black na marble dahil wala namang kulay na brown doon. So, ibig sabihin, the answer here is 0. Because, why? Because that probability of choosing brown marble is impossible. Wala namang kasing brown dun sa bag. Wala namang brown na marble dun sa bag. Okay, so that is impossible. Next, what is the probability of choosing any colored marble? Any colored marble. Kahit anong kulay, pwede mong kuhanin. So, ibig sabihin, ang event mo, any colored marble. So, ibig sabihin, kahit ano, so your event is equal to the number of the event or the number of outcomes in the given event is equal to 25. Tama? Ang sample mo, total sample ay 25 din. So, 25 over 25, that is 1. So, ibig sabihin, kahit anong kulay makuha mo, automatically, mataas ang chance mo na makakuha ng any colored marble. Okay? Next, ibig sabihin nun, certain na makakakuha ka ng kahit anong kulay na marble. Okay? Now, what is the chance of picking a red or a green marble naman? A red or a green marble. Ilan ba ang red natin? Ang red natin ay 2. Ang alam ko 2. So, 2 red, 3 green. Okay? So, meron tayong dalawang red, at saka tatlong green. So, anong probability naman daw na makakuha tayo ng red or green? Okay? So, anong gagawin dyan? Now, in getting or in picking red or green, that is equal to, anong gagawin mo sa dalawa? Okay, take note of the word or. When you read the word or in a certain probability problem, that means you have to add. Okay? You have to add their probabilities. Okay? So, ang probability na makakuha ka ng red ay 2 over 25. Tama? I-plus mo yan sa green, 3 over 25. So, equals 5 over 25. Tama? So, the probability of getting a red or a green marble is equal to 5 over 25. Simple terms, we have 1/5. Okay? Paano ulit naging 1/5? Simple terms natin yung 5 over 25. May 5 over 25 ka. Ano yung number na pwedeng i-divide sa 5 at pwedeng i-divide sa 25? That is 5. Okay? 5 divided by 5, 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So, 1/5. So, ang probability na makakakuha ka ng red or green ay 1/5. Okay? Next. Let's try this. Say, when a fair die is rolled once lang daw. So, what is the probability of, bakit siya tinawag na fair die, by the way? Kasi, you have 6 chances of landing the same, should I say, landing in a certain number. Say, when you roll a die, you will land with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tinawag siyang fair kasi fair yung chances mo na makakakuha ka ng 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay? Next. What is the probability of getting a 7? Anong sagot dito? Getting a 7 in rolling a die. So, ano ba yung outcome? So, sample space natin dun sa rolling a die. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So, the total number of outcomes is 6. Tama? Now, next, what is now the probability of getting a 7? Ang tanong, may 7 ba sa ating mga subsets? May 7 ba sa ating dice? Wala. Tama? So, ibig sabihin this is 0. Okay? Or, impossible. That is your probability, 0. So, the probability, so the probability of getting a 7 is 0. Okay? Next, odd number naman tayo. Probability of getting an odd number. Ang odd number natin ay, ilan ba? So, ang odd natin dito, S is 6. Tama? Ulitin lang natin. So, the total number of outcomes is 6. How about getting an odd number? Odd number 1, 3, 5. So, tatlo. Tama? So, the probability, should I say, the number of ways on our event or the event of getting odd number is 3. Okay. So, we have now the probability of getting odd number of the event, which is odd number, is equal to 3 over 6. Okay. So, divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So, we have 1/2. Okay? 50%. Okay, yun ang ibig sabihin nun. 50% ang chance nating makakuha ng odd number. Next, a 5. A 5 naman daw tayo. Makakuha tayo ng 5. So, ang 5 ay ilan? Sa isang fair die, ilan ng 5? Ang 5 natin sa fair die, dali, burahin ko ito sa is isa lang. Isa lang naman ng 5 dito. Ito lang. Okay? And then the total number of outcomes is 6. So what is now the probability? So the probability of getting a 5 is equal to 1 over 6. Yun na yan. Okay? Now next, not a 5 naman tayo. Hindi daw 5. So kung hindi yan 5, ibig sabihin, hindi 5. So ito lang yung pwede. 3, 4, 5, 6. Kaso, hindi daw 5. So, tanggalin mo yan. So, ilan yon? 1, 2, 3, 4. May 4 ka na lang. So, that is the probability of not a 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 5. So, 5. Ilan ang total mo? 6. So, 5 over 6 ang chances mo na hindi makakakuha ng 5. Okay? So, that's it. That's how you deal with simple events. Now, let's talk about compound events. Ang compound events naman is an event which consists of more than one outcome. So, the events that consist of more than one outcome is called compound events. A compound event is technically consists of two or more simple events. Okay? Let's have an example. Say, consider the situation below. Use the tree diagram given below in answering the questions that follow. So, ito yung ating tree diagram. So, a school canteen serves lunch for students. A set of menu consists of one type of rice, one type of viand, and one type of drink. The tree diagram below shows the possible menu combination. So, ang rice natin may two options. May may fried rice at saka steamed rice. Okay? Ang viand naman natin, ang ulam, ang choices natin, chicken adobo, pinakbet. Yun ang choices natin. Sa drinks naman, ang choices natin, pineapple juice at saka orange. Ngayon, kung bibili ka sa kantin ng meal mo, ang pwede lang daw ay one type of rice, one type of viand, at saka one type of drink. Okay? So, paano sundan itong tree diagram? So, kung fried rice yan, pwede mo siyang i-partner sa chicken adobo. Ngayon, ang drinks mo pwedeng pineapple. Okay? Ang fried rice mo ulit, chicken adobo, pwede mo rin siyang i-partner sa orange juice. Okay? Kung fried rice naman, tas pinakbet ang pinili mo, pwede mo yung i-partner sa pineapple juice. Pwede rin mo siyang i-partner sa orange juice and so on. Okay? Next, give the sample space of combination of rice, viand, and drink. How many possible outcomes are there? So, ano ang sample space natin dito? Ito lahat. So, kung lilista natin lahat yon, fried rice, chicken adobo, pineapple juice. Ito yon. Paano sundan? Fried rice, chicken adobo, pineapple juice. 1. Okay? Fried rice, chicken adobo, orange juice. 2. Fried rice, pinakbet, pineapple juice. 1. Fried rice, pinakbet, orange juice. Should I say, sige, 1. 3 na tayo dito. 3 tapos 4. Next, steamed rice ang pinili mo, chicken adobo, tas pineapple juice ang drinks mo. 1. 5 na pala tayo. Okay? Steamed rice, chicken adobo, orange juice, 6. Steamed rice, pinakbet, pineapple, 7. Steamed rice, pinakbet, orange juice, 8. So, meron tayong a total of 8 outcomes. Now, by listing, ito ang sample space natin. Fried rice, chicken adobo, pineapple. Fried rice, chicken adobo, orange juice. Fried rice, pinakbet, pineapple juice. Fried rice, pinakbet, orange juice. Steamed rice, chicken adobo, pineapple juice. Steamed rice, chicken adobo, orange juice. Steamed rice, pinakbet, pineapple juice. Steamed rice, pinakbet, orange juice. So, ilan lahat yun? How many possible outcomes are there? There are 8 outcomes in selecting lunch with 1 rice, 1 viand, and 1 drink. Okay? Now, next. List the outcomes of selecting a lunch with pineapple juice. Ngayon, ang outcomes mo naman na pipilian ay yung may pineapple juice. Okay? Dali, na-click natin. So, kung asan dyan yung mga may pineapple juice? 1, pineapple juice. 2, yan, may pineapple juice. 3, may pineapple juice. And 4, may pineapple juice. Okay? So, by listing, ito lahat yung sample space natin. Okay? Meron tayong fried rice, chicken adobo, pineapple juice. Fried rice, pinakbet, pineapple juice. Steamed rice, chicken adobo, pineapple juice. Steamed rice, pinakbet, pineapple juice. So, ito lahat yon by listing. Okay? So, ilan ang outcomes natin in selecting any lunch with pineapple juice? So, there are 4 outcomes in selecting any lunch with pineapple juice. Okay? Next, so what is the probability that the student chose pineapple juice as a drink? Ano naman daw ang probability na yung estudyante pinili niya na drink ay juice? Ay na pineapple juice. Okay? So, number of ways that event can occur, pineapple juice lang. Ito yung mga yon. Okay? Ito yung yung ating mga choices. So, now, ilan lahat yon? So, we have 4. Tama? So, this is now our N of E. So, the number of events or the number of ways the event can occur. Okay? Now, next. Ilan naman lahat ang possible outcomes natin? Ito yon. Meron tayong 8. So, this is now the number of possible outcomes. Okay? Now, the number of ways the event can occur is 4 and the total number of outcomes is 8. Working equation will be the probability. Andali, palitan natin yung kulay. Medyo masakit sa mata. Nakalimutan ko palitan. Okay. So we have the probability in which a student can choose pineapple juice as a drink is equal to the number of the event can occur over the number of possible outcomes. So just simply substitute. So that is equal to 4 over 8. And do not forget to simplify. So 4 over 8 can be both divisible by 4. 4 divided by 4, that is 1. 8 divided by 4, that is 2. So, the probability that the student chose pineapple juice is 1/2. Okay? Next, this is the outcomes of selecting a lunch with pinakbet and an orange juice. Pinakbet naman tapos orange juice. Okay? So, ito yung mga choices lang natin. Fried rice, pinakbet, tas orange juice. Steamed rice, pinakbet, tas orange juice. Yun lang ba yun? Tingnan natin, ha? Okay, so ito yung mga choices natin sa outcomes, di ba? May orange, may pinakbit daw, pero dapat orange juice yon. Isa. Tama? Pinakbet, tapos orange juice. Dalawa. Meron pa ba? Wala na. So, dalawa lang ang outcomes natin doon. So, the probability of the event can occur is only 2. This is 2. So, ilan ang outcomes natin? Ay, ang hirap maggawa ng bracket. So, 2. So, there are 2 outcomes in selecting a lunch with pinakbet and orange juice. Next, what is the probability that the student chose pinakbet as viand and orange juice as a drink? So, paano yun? So, the number of events that the number of outcomes that the events will occur is 2, while the number of possible outcomes is 8. So, that is equal to, ko na naman napalitan. So, that is 2 over 8. Okay, now simplify, divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, the probability that the student chose pineapple juice as a drink and, hindi ko napalitan to, sorry. Orange juice as a drink and pinakbet as viand is 1/4. Okay, next. Find the probability of getting a 6 and a 1 when 2 dice are rolled. So, kung isang die lang or isang dice lang ang hinagis mo, automatically ang outcome nun ay considered simple event. Okay? Now, kung 2 dice, 3 dice, and so on na pinag-uusapan, ang tawag na natin doon ay compound events. Okay? Now, the probability of getting 6 and 1 when 2 dice are rolled. Ito, gagamitan natin siya ng getting probability table. Okay? Pag ganito ang usapan, pag compound events, mas magandang gamitan ng probability table. Okay? So, ano ang probability table natin? Ganito siya. So, since 2 dice ang ihahagis natin o i-roll natin, yung ating first row dito, stands for our first dice. Okay? So first dice yon. Okay? Merong siyang 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yung kabila naman, itong column naman natin pababa. Yung sa second dice naman ito. Okay? Say, ano yung mga outcomes na possible kapag ang 2 dice ni-roll ng sabay? Okay? So, kapag ang 1, halimbawa, unang hagis mo, 1 ang lumabas, pangalawang hagis 1. So, may probability na lalabas ang 1 and 1. Dalawang 1 ang lumabas. Meron ding 1 yung isa, 2 yung isa. Meron din naman lalabas na outcome na 1 yung isa, tapos 3 yung isa. So, 1 yung isa, 4 yung isa, 1 yung isa, tapos 5 ang isa, 1 yung isa, tapos 6 yung isa. Okay? And then, the flow continues na yon. So, susunod dyan, say, kung 2 naman yon, kung 2 ang mauna, ano yung outcomes mo? Lalabas, pwede 2 muna, tapos 1, tapos 2 at saka 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 2 and 6, and so on. Continuing the flow, ito lahat ang outcomes na lalabas. Okay? So, ilan lahat ito? Ilan lahat ito? Dalawang dice. So, ilan yon? 6 times 6, that is equal to 36. So, ito na yung total outcomes natin. Total outcomes. Based on the table, kung gusto mong bilangin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hanggang 36, ikaw nang bahala. Okay? Now next, getting a 6 and 1. So, titignan mo niya lahat ng outcomes mo. Nasaan dyan ang makakakuha ka ng 6 at saka 1? Okay? Asan dyan yung outcomes na may 6 at saka may 1? This outcome and this outcome. Correct? So, the number of occurrence of the given event is 2. Yan lang naman ang may 6 at saka 1. Tama? Now, the total outcome is 36. So, what is now the probability of getting a 6 and a 1? So, again, in getting a 6 and a 1, you have 2 outcomes. And the total outcomes is 36. So, the probability of that is equal to 2 over 36. Now, you have to simplify 2 and 36 by dividing both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2, that is 1, and 36 divided by 2, that is equal to 18. Okay? So, the probability of getting a 6 and a 1 when 2 dice are rolled is 1 over 18. Okay? Now, next. What if naman, 6-sided dice pa rin tayo, dalawa, probability that the sum of the 2 dice is 7. So, first die plus second die, dapat, pag pinag-add mo yan, 7 daw. Okay? Nasaan yung mga outcomes natin dyan? Meron tayong 1 and 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 plus 5, 7. 3 plus 4, 7. 4 plus 3, 7. 5 plus 2, 7. 6 plus 1, same na to. 6 plus 1 and 1 plus 6. Okay? So, the probability of the event is, hindi ko na tama, kasama pa siya. Sorry naman. So, 6, ito yung mga events natin. 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, 4 and 3, 5 and 2, 6 and 1. So, ilan ang total outcomes natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the total number of the event is 6. And the total outcomes is 36. So, that is equal to 6 over 36, or simply 1/6. Okay? Next. Sabi niya, a die is thrown and a coin is tossed. Show all possible outcomes. Again, a die is thrown and a coin is tossed. Show all possible outcomes. Ay, hindi ako nakalagay ng space dito. Wait lang, lagyan natin ng space para makasolve tayo. Now, how do we answer this? A die is thrown and a coin is tossed. So, pag-usapan muna natin yung outcome nila. We can do this by, we have 3 ways. Number 1 is using 3 diagram. 3 diagram. Sabi niya, a die is thrown. Okay, so ilan ang outcomes nun? A die is thrown, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tama? Now next, a coin is tossed. Sabi niya, a coin is tossed. This is your set A, set B. Okay? A coin is tossed. 1 na lang natin ito. A coin is tossed. Ano ba yung sample space nun? Head o kaya tail. Tama? Now next, using 3 diagram, we have the first one is the sample space for the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at saka 6. Tapos ito, andali, yung 1 muna. 1 muna tayo. Ang 1, pwedeng i-partner sa heads, pwede rin siya sa tails. Okay? Yung 2, pwede rin siya sa heads, at pwede siya sa tails. Yung 3, pwede rin sa heads, at saka sa tails. So, ito, you have 1, halimbawa, pagkahagis mo dun sa dice, 1 yung lumabas, tas ang kapartner niya, nung tinos mo yung coin na heads. Okay? 1 outcome yon. Next, ito naman, isang head ulit, isang 1 ulit, yung lumabas sa dice ay 1, tapos ang kapartner naman niya ay tail. Okay? So, same here. 2 naman ang lumabas dun sa dice, pero ang kapartner niya heads. Ito naman, 2 yung lumabas sa dice, sa tails ang lumabas dun sa coin. Okay? So, ilan lahat yun? So, by 3 diagram, ito naman, 3 and then heads. Ito ay 3 and then tails. Meron din yung 4. Pwede rin siya sa head tsaka sa tails. 5, heads and tails as well. 6, heads and tails as well. So, ilan yon? Heads. Four and tails. And then we have 5 heads, 5 tails. And then dito rin, 6 heads, and then 6 tas tails. Okay? So, yun ang ating list of outcomes using 3 diagram. Next one is by using the probability table. Probability table. So, probability table naman natin, dice yung una, yung column natin pa dice, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, yung pa-row natin is head, and then tail. Okay? So, next, outcomes naman tayo. Tapos, 1 and tail. Ito naman, 2 and heads. Tapos ito, 2 and tails. Ito, 3 tapos heads, 3 tapos tails. 4 tapos heads, 4 tapos tails. Next, 5 tapos heads, tapos ito 5 tsaka tails. 6 at tsaka heads, tapos 5 at tsaka, 6 at tsaka tails. So, ilan ang outcomes nun? This is a total of 12 outcomes. Okay, that is true probability table naman. Yung isa naman by listing, number 2 pala ito. Number 3 is by listing, yung kagaya ng ginawa natin dun sa ulam at saka kanin, yung ganon. So, by listing naman, 1 head, 1 and head, 1 and tail, tapos 2 and head, tapos 2 and tail, and so on. Lista mo lahat. So that is by listing. Okay? Next, with that, you will be answering instructional support pages 16 to 17. Items 1 to 4, you have to show your complete solutions. Again, you have to answer pages 16, 17 of your instructional support. Items 1 to 4, show your complete solutions. Read, letter C lang. Letter C muna. Okay? Read and analyze each problem carefully and then solve the problems. A card is drawn at random from a well-shuffled pack of 52 cards. What is the probability of drawing a queen? Ilan ba ang queen doon? A spade, ilan ang spade sa card na yon? A red card, ilan lahat ang red cards doon, and so on. Okay? So, sundan nyo lang yung mga examples natin previously. And number 4, Diana have 2 skinny jeans, 3 skirts. By the way, t-shirts yung una nabanggit dito, tapos pagdating doon naging blouse, tama? So, itong blouse palitan natin ng t-shirt. Okay? So, ang probability na hinahanap na, ay list lang pala. List all the possible outcomes. Sa number 4, you have to list all the possible outcomes. You have 3 choices. Either gagamitan mo ng tree diagram, or pwede rin gamitan ng listing, or pwedeng gamitan ng probability table. Probability table. So, mamili ka lang sa tatlo. Isa lang gagamitin mo dito. So, kung ililista mo lahat ng possible outcomes, mamili ka sa tatlong technique, either tree diagram, listing, or probability table. So, yun muna. Part 1 tayo.